great new Ranger. It's obviously a sensation. It's going to do some pretty big things for Ford. So I've had it for the last week, and I just wanted to list off some of the things. I've written them down in my notebook. 5 things I really like, 5 things not so sure about. Number 1, an easy choice, this V6 engine. This thing's been around since the early 1990s, and it's been in Jaguar and Land Rover Ford territory for a long time as a 2.7. It's back here now as a 3 litre. It's an oldie, but it's an absolute goodie. Right, now first, not so sure about, also related to the engine, but something I'll show you this. Now this car was engineered in Australia, right? That's a right-hand drive market, same as ours. I know it's going to 180 countries around the world, and a fair few of those are left-hand drive. But guys, why did you put the bonnet release here on the left-hand side of the vehicle? It just doesn't make sense. Just a little un-Australian. Okay, another thing I really like, look at this, finally in a Ranger after all these years, rake and reach steering adjustment. Small thing, but it just makes the U. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, related to this, now it's got a fantastic digital dash, and it gives a great representation of the speedo. But what it does not give you is a good reputation of the tachometer. It would be really great with a digital representation of an analog speedo and tachometer. People, when you're towing, when you're off-road, you like to read the revs. The way this is set up here, it really doesn't give you a very accurate idea about how many revs you're pulling. Next big bike, a full-time 4-wheel drive in a Ranger. Okay, it's an automated system, it's a Borg-Warner system, very clever. And you can actually still run it in 2H if you want to, but if you keep it in 4A, you're getting 10% of the drive to the front, 90% to the rear all the time, and it will reapportion when it gets really slippery. And one other minor, just like before we leave the front of the cabin, no paddle shift. Now Ford have put a little shifter, a manual shifter on the gear stick here, but it's awkward. It really needs a paddle. Another big like. This rear step for this. Oh look, I'm a tall guy, I can reach up into the back of a Ranger, but I know lots of guys who are shorter than me and they can't. This is brilliant. When you put the tailgate down and you have to step there, it's so much easier getting into the back of the vehicle. A great idea. Another slight disappointment, no improvement really in the overall cabin space, and you do notice it when you're sitting in the rear. Another thing I really like, the forward camera, but also the fact that they put a little washer on it, so you keep it clean when you're driving through all the crap. And you can see everything comes up around here, a lot of dirt. It's really good to do. But that also leads to a slight, it's a shame they couldn't find a way of fixing this, and I'll show you something else. So it's also in a Wildtrak, you've also got side view cameras and a rear camera. Okay, the side view camera is there. You can see it's very susceptible to dirt, and quite often you start losing your view because it gets covered by muck. And it's the same with the camera on the tailgate. That gets dust on it, the lens, so it gets dust on it very quickly. So you do have to be aware, you have to keep those clean. The last big thing, and it's the reason why a lot of people are going to be sold in this Ranger, apart from that V6, is the sheer drivability of this unit. It's a beautifully refined vehicle, it's got a lovely stance, it's as good off-road as it is on. You don't often get that with Dukes, they either make a compromise on one or the other. This is just a great all-round package.